You have flipped your shopping addiction into a money-making machine.
Yes,
Tell
absolutely.
us more about that. Tell us more about the secret shopping and all your other side hustles.
Yeah, so with mystery shopping, because a lot of people don't even know what that is. So with mystery shopping, you actually just go somewhere, pretend like you're a regular customer, and they will pay you to report back on on your findings. So basically, you're a spy, and you have to basically go and tell what happened. And the thing is, it's not just limited to stores. But I know right now, especially in the times that we're in, a lot of companies are offering for more home jobs. So there are phone jobs. So there was a time where I called a hotel and I had to pretend like I wanted to order catering from their catering department, and they required me to do like two phone calls and actually just like tell them about my business. And so I just used my real business because you have to make it believable. So I'm like, oh, I have a conference. I need some catering. And from there, then you call back and you might cancel it or whatever it is, or sometimes their supervisor will let them know, okay, now we can tell you that was a fake call, whatever, and they won't go any further with that. But yeah, so there's phone jobs, there are delivery jobs. So if you like to order delivery, I've seen grocery delivery secret shops. So you tell like how long it took for your groceries to get there, how the delivery person was. And my favorite thing to do is hotels. And like right now, I'm not traveling or anything, but when I was able to travel, I've stayed at a couple of different hotels, and what they'll do is you have to pay for it upfront, even when you go to restaurants and stuff. But they will reimburse you what you paid as well as whatever stipend they promised you. And if you had to travel, for example, there was a hotel that I stayed in Virginia, they reimbursed my mileage. And they also paid for like reimbursed my room service, everything. And so yeah, that ended up being a nice check, and it was a nice little getaway. It was a couple nights that I did there. And so basically just got to live la vida loca and get paid. And they also have cruises. And but the majority of them I noticed are restaurants and retail shops.
So is it good pay? I mean, are these hotels that you're going to, are they nice hotels, 5 star, or are they just like regular hotel, motel, Holiday Inn type places?
Yeah, well, I've been doing mystery shopping now for almost 4 years. So
Mm.
basically, it's like you have to build your way up. Like basically, they have to learn to trust you, because they don't. I always let people know, like off the gate, don't expect to get like the nice hotels and stuff. But yeah, I've actually there were a couple hotels in Philly that I stayed at, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pack my bags and I'm staying in Philly. It's like, yeah, I'm going to drive my 15 minutes and go stay in the hotel. And yeah, there were really nice hotels with doormen and all kinds of stuff. And so they'll ask you, but normally with the hotels, they're really in depth. Like, so you have to expect to have like a really long questionnaire that you have to fill out and be really detailed about the people's names. A lot of times they'll ask you what they were wearing. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, I'm the type of person, I like to travel. I like to, go out, experience nice things. I like to be bougie on a budget. So it's like, okay, well, I get out the house for a minute. I get to order room service and chill, and and then report back. So yeah, those are normally really nice hotels that I stay at. I have seen some like normally the really really cheap hotels, they're not going to pay for mystery shopper because they don't care. But it's just like normally the companies that have that type of reputation where they want to make sure that their customer service is on par, those are the people that are going to pay for mystery shoppers to come in and will pay for those and reimburse you for doing those things for them. So normally the pay isn't all that much, but a lot of times for me it's the experience as well. So for example, if you stay at a hotel, you can expect the regular stipend to be maybe 50 $75. I know one of them was around like the $100. I think it was like the most I ever got paid was like $150 for just the actual stipend. But then, like I said, if you're paying for gas, if that's in your agreement, if you're paying for gas, they'll reimburse that. Your mileage, they'll reimburse that. So it's just like it's a nice little getaway. You get to have that nice experience. But Yeah, so there's a lot of them. And there's some really nice restaurants that I've gone to as well that I'm like, I would never sit here and pay this much money for this meal, but I'm just going to do it just because I like the experience. And then a lot of times, especially, I'll like call up a friend, like, hey, like you want to go to this fancy restaurant? So then we'll just go there and just be bougie for the night, dress up real nice, and just go hang out at the restaurant, and then we'll get reimbursed for that and a small stipend.
So you'll get reimbursed for you and your friend's meal.
Yes. Yeah.
So you can make it like a whole date. So
Yes,
you can be
exactly. I have gone
you can
on
be
dates
with
on mystery shopping, don't get
okay,
me wrong.
okay. So wait a minute. So when you went out on a date, did you pay or did you make your date pay?
No, I didn't make anybody pay. But no, I mean, I'm listen, it's not that. It's like I'm being shady about. They know. Like I'm not gonna say like, oh, well, oh, you're gonna take me here and then go secretly sign up for mystery shop. No, like I'll let them know, like, look, do you want to go to this restaurant? And then they're like, yeah, you know what? And then, but I've had even like with my friends and stuff, sometimes disclaimer, I mostly hang out with guys. So my friend might say, like, oh, well, I'll pay for the meal. And I'm like, no, it's a mystery shop. Like, you don't have to pay for it. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. Just keep the extra money. Like, oh, okay, I'll take it. So sometimes it's a win-win-win for me.
Listen, you get it how you get it.
Yeah. But my favorite one to do actually is there's a bar in Philly. I've done this mystery shop, I would say at least 6 times, to the point where I know they know I'm a mystery shopper, but they will pay me. The most I got paid was like $130 to go into this bar. And the rules were you have to have 2 drinks. I'm like, okay. So I had to go in and just spy on the bartenders, and yeah, got reimbursed. Like it was a flat reimbursement. So they're like, no matter what you pay for the drinks, then we're still going to give you this amount of money for you actually going there. So I'll just get the cheapest drinks and then and do it that way.
I know that's right.